Hello, good morning everyone. Thank you for joining our daily market outlook for today, the 9th of August 2012. Regarding the economic calendar, today we have three important news. All of them come out at 3:30. We have trade balance coming out of the US and Canada, and also at the same time we have unemployment claims from the US. Unemployment claims, the last reading was at 365,000. Expectation is at 371,000. So let's start with the euro. The pivot point for today is at 23.90. We see that currently the price is trading close to that level. So we have to monitor the price. If it continues to go down or up around this area, will determine if it will go to the next support of 23.40 or if it will try again to break the 24.40 barrier, which it failed to break 3 times so far. We see 3 attempts to break the 24.40, all of them during this week. This high was achieved this week on Monday. Again, it tried to break it on Tuesday, and after that it fell. We see the support of 23.40, 2 attempts. The first attempt was during yesterday's session, and the one before was also Monday. So if we see it break 24.40, the next targets would be 24.75 and 1.25. However, if it does break the support at 1.2325, the targets will be at 1.2290 and after that 1.2270. So currently overall we see that there is no trend in the market. It has been range trading ever since the beginning of this week. The sterling appears to have broken the resistance of 56.65, which it found difficulty breaking all this week. We said the next resistance will be at 1.5700. According to the online report, the pivot point for today is at 56.15. Currently prices are above that level. So the pivot point is giving us an up signal. If we notice, the pivot point is exactly at the same point as the exponential moving average 55. So both these two indicators are giving us an up signal. Also, the momentum indicators are still giving us an up signal. But prices are very close to the resistance that it broke, so we have to monitor if it does manage to stay above this level and switch the resistance into a current support. So 57.00 would be the next target, and after that 57.30 would be the next buying target. However, if it does manage to fall below the pivot point of 56.15, 55.90 and 55.70 will be the selling targets before we hit the major support at 55.40. As we can see, the uptrend is clear from the 1-hour chart. Momentum indicators are clearly in the buying area and the price is trading the moving average, and we can see higher highs and higher lows. And we can draw a clear trend line below the price action. And the price did manage to achieve. Actually, the last high is the same as the high we see before. Yes, today's high is the same high we saw on the 7th of August, 2 days ago. So it did find some resistance there, so it has to break it to continue to rise. The dollar yen, we still continue to see higher lows, so this is a good indication of the rise. As you see, we drew a rising trend line below these lows, which indicates to us the rise. However, each time it does go up, it stopped at 78 point. The proper resistance will be at 78.80. So we have this ascending triangle formation. Currently it finished its last drop, so most probably we're gonna see it continue to go back up to the resistance and try to break it. However, if it fails to break it again, if it's going to continue the pattern it's currently at, it shouldn't fall below the last low of 78.20, as each low appears to be higher than the low before it. So the next low after failing to break 78.80 would have to be higher than 78.20 for it to continue the current pattern. According to the online report, the pivot point is at 78.20, and we see that currently the price is 30 pips above that, so it's giving us an up signal along with the MACD indicator on the 1 hour chart and also the momentum 22. Finally, the dollar against the Swiss. No change at all since the beginning of this week, actually, ever since hitting a low of 96.50. It's been stuck between 96.50 and 97.40, a 90 pip range. It keeps attempting to break the resistance or the support. Each time it is failing, so we're going to say that the market is range trading until we see it until we see the candle close above or below this level. The pivot point for the past 3 days was at 97.40, and it's going to stay the same for today. So as long as the price stays below 97.40, most likely we're going to see it continue to fall and attempt to break the 96.50 rather than reverse the current trend and rise. So again, another day of weak trading and no major movements or breaking of any major levels. Like I said, we might see a bit of a move at 3:30 as we have some important news from the US coming out. So the market might wait until that time to take a chance to break support and resistance levels. Thank you for listening.